What is up, everybody? Today I'm gonna change the tone a little bit. I'm gonna switch it up.
Mr. Benjamin Jenks.
They feel it would be a little unkind to present this picture without just a word of friendly warning.
I'm gonna try something new. Now, most of the time I talk about the positive, inspirational, beautiful things in my experiences here in India, because that's primarily what's happening. But that's not all that's happening. Listen, I've been in India for over 900 days. During the first COVID lockdown and the second COVID lockdown, when my government was like, you know, maybe you should come back to the USA because that's where you're from and maybe things will get scary, I was like, nah, I prefer to stay in India because it's pretty safe here and I feel good here. I like being in India. I have a home here. I feel like this is where I'm living now. But there are 5 things
It may shock you,
that I hate about India.
might even horrify you.
Oh yeah, baby, it's rant time. I've been waiting for this one.
So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
So let's cover 5 things that I hate about India.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
First thing I hate about India, I hate when foreigners make videos about what they hate about India. I see the irony. It's just that most of these videos, the people come here for 2 weeks, a month, and then they make this videos with this scathing review like they fully understood the country. I've waited for years to make a video like this because I feel so grateful and happy to be here that it seems weird to complain. It's like being invited to your friend's house and then criticizing their cooking. Although I do get the YouTube struggle, so sorry my brothers and sisters. But I actually think those videos can be helpful to people. Like I know for myself, by seeing both the things that were positive and the things that were negative before I came here, that it gave me reasonable expectations. And I think that improved my perception of India overall because I knew what I was getting into. And I think that's important for people coming to India. So that's why I'm making this video. But a lot of the things that new tourists get bothered by, it seems like, don't really bother me. For instance, people coming up to you in the street and trying to sell you stuff or ask for money. Like, I get it. People need to make a living, so that's what they're doing. In fact, some of them are pretty friendly and persuasive. As long as you stand up for yourself, you don't do anything you don't want to do, you'll primarily be okay in most situations. Other people complain that the bureaucracy can be tedious. And that's a bit true too, but where in the world can you get online and get a 5-year tourist visa? Nowhere. You go to a country like Thailand or Bali, every 3 months you're gonna need to reapply to get a new visa. That's not cool. Other people say it's noisy. Well, go to some place where there's less people. India is huge, it's diverse. There are some quiet places in the Himalayas, in the southern states like Tamil Nadu. Kerala has some beautiful beaches. You have a lot of options to avoid the massive big megacities. Yeah, but what about the driving? The driving is crazy. Yeah, when I was first here, I was scared to drive because I thought I would die. Every time I got on my bike, I'm like, well, it was nice knowing ya. But what's been super cool is now I love to drive. And because I've gotten used to it, it's like that glorious, wonderful feeling once you have a new skill and you see the world in a different way. Like things can work with fewer rules, and it's actually kind of fun. Another thing I hate about India are the mangoes. Hear me out. You have the most delicious, wonderful, tastiest, even kind of healthy, beautiful food in the entire world. There are so many varieties, there are so many flavors. And you're telling me it's only available 2 months a year? What? That's bull. I will not stand for that. We got people inventing the stupidest things. There is bacon lip balm. Someone invented a hat that you could put 2 cans of beer in and a little straw goes into your mouth because you're that lazy. People throwing $1 million to go to the moon. What? I don't need to go to the moon. I just want some mangoes. Elon, what the heck, man? Or even better, how come somebody in India, some scientist, hasn't devoted their life to mangoes 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 days a year? Hey, if I was a scientist, that's what I would be. I'd be a mango-ientist. If you're looking for a business idea, yo, mangoes all day, every day. I would buy. Just don't eat 24 of them in 24 hours like I did in a video. You can check that video below or above, maybe over there. Another thing I hate about India are the ATMs. Here's my problem with the ATMs. Oftentimes, there's no money. What the heck? You have one job. Put money in this machine. How do we run out all the time? To try to get money in India, I often have to go from 1 a.m. to another ATM. In Bangalore, I had to go to 4 ATMs to get money out one time. This does have benefits because then I spend less money because getting money out is such a pain. Even worse than this is the type of person. We're gonna call this person the take a long time at the ATM type of guy. This guy comes to the ATM, he sticks his ATM card in, and he's very slow pushing each button. And he gets to the end and he does not get his money. So what does he do? He tries again. And he does not get his money the second time, so he tries again. This process continues as I stand out in the hot sun frying. Not cool. It's not cool that you get kicked out of the ATM for filming in an ATM too. Bad part about it is I feel bad because this person probably doesn't come to the ATM too much. So, you know, the compassionate part of me is like, you know, I feel for them. They're trying to figure this out. And I hate that person. It's the double hate. I hate everything. Another thing I hate, well, actually, it's gonna be easier to show you. I mean, most of the driving in India is so funny, it's hard to be mad about the annoyances. There are multiple people on one bike, no one follows the rules. See, that is so funny to me. So when you're driving in India, it's polite to beep. You beep to let someone know you're there, and that's cool because a lot of people aren't following the rules, so now you know, like, that guy's about to hit you. But some people take it too far, and I'm done with it. Let me show you what I mean. That's the guy that I'm talking about. Now that even wasn't that bad. There are worse than that, but notice how he just was speeding along and like really using his horn to clear everyone out of his way. All right, it's the lockdown, and I can't get a good example of a real a-hole honker, so I'll show it myself. See what I mean? That guy was such an a... But you know, the thing that I hate the most, can't stand, will drive me crazy. I'm talking about ants. Look at what these little pricks did. Come on, guys, leave my shit alone. From what I can tell, we have 4 types of ants in India. The scientific names are, first, we have the little bastards. They're the most common in my home. They've bitten me the most often. And they're easy to underestimate because they're so small, but their bite is painful. For a few hours, you'll have a welt. And those little bastards can find food no matter where it is in your house. If you leave a crumb on the kitchen counter, you're gonna wake up and there's gonna be a line of them coming out of some little crack you never saw before, and they're grubbing on it. On a positive note, if like a fly dies in your house, there'll be a line towards them and they'll be eating up the fly too, so. Looks like a gecko lost his life. The second type of ants are medium-sized and they're fast. They're called the fast. Rarely see these guys, but there have been a few times in my house when lots of them will come out of a little hole and they'll go into another little hole and they'll be carrying like what look like eggs. They're easy to handle. You just put some ant killer. There's a chalk piece you can get at the grocery store. They're gone off to another place. I don't know where they go. They've never bitten me. The third type are the long losers. These type look like they're ready for battle. They're long, they're sleek, they're fast. I've only seen them outside. They've never bitten me. So if they've been trying, they're losers. The Death Star daddies are what you really want to look out for. The Death Star daddies have a stinger on their butt that looks like the Star Wars Death Star, and if it stings you, it's gonna blow up that body part. The person below me got stung, their arm was swollen for like a week. I don't have them in my house. I tried to find them for this video and luckily I couldn't find them, or unluckily, but they are around. I see them pretty often. Beware. All right, my rant is over. Thanks for watching. Next week, we're gonna have another video about a positive aspect of India. So tune in. Also, if you wanna watch some more videos with a more upbeat take, please check the playlist that I'll put up there. There's plenty of videos about different cool things about India I think you'll really wanna see. Thanks so much for watching again, and take care.